The best time to start was yesterday, but today works too. It's a quote from my tweet earlier. That's at DropshipT on Twitter if you guys want to follow me on there. And basically, what I meant by that is that it was better to start yesterday, but starting today is better than starting tomorrow. And the reason that I feel like retail dropshipping applies most with this quote that I did myself, as ridiculous as that is because every single day there are people entering the market and doing retail dropshipping, whether it's on Amazon, whether it's on eBay, or whatever platform there is. There's just more and more sellers entering the market. The good news is there's also people dropping out every single day. But let me just tell you this. I regret not knowing what eBay dropshipping was 5 years ago. I still am glad I found it when I did. I'm glad I took action when I did. And I really did. I can't really say I regret not taking action, sooner, because as soon as I finished the David Vu course, I was on to listing products and I was on to scaling my business. So I'm happy with myself in that regard, but I do wish that I had found this business way before it became as commercialized as it is now. And what I mean by that is all the different courses and all the different softwares and everything like that make it easier for people to just enter at any time. You could start tomorrow and have 100 products listed within an hour and be on your way to creating a eBay dropshipping business, which is great. It's great for new people. I love teaching people dropshipping. But at the same time, if you're not somebody who just is taking action right now and doing it, and you're waiting and you've been waiting, well, you've just missed out on a lot of time that you could have been building this business. And another thing that people argue with this whole business model and all of that is if it's going to be around in a year or two. And why does that matter? I mean, it matters, but why does it matter for you to start, right? I mean, don't put all your eggs in one basket is why it matters. If you're going to do retail dropshipping and that's all you're ever going to do and be a one-trick pony, then, I mean, you don't deserve to win, in my opinion. So I would rather see somebody start a dropshipping business now, gain entrepreneurial experience, actually take action for once in something if they've never taken action in a business before and they've wanted to be an entrepreneur, than just sit around and just wait and wait and wait. Or, suffer from analysis or paralysis by analysis, where they're just analyzing every single detail of the business rather than jumping in and just starting right away. And I see that with a lot of people. I actually found one post in a Facebook group where somebody said that they had been in the group for 6 months. And I was asking them how their store is doing. And they said they haven't started yet because there's just so much information out there that they haven't figured out how they want to do it, what software they want to use, and all of that. And to that person, I don't even know if I responded. I was just like, what? 6 months of being in this community and you haven't even dropshipped yet? Like, why are you wasting your time doing this? There's better things out there that you can do, rather than spending your time working at another job or some other form of online business or, whatever, another side hustle that's physical goods or a physical store or just, I don't know, just something else that you can be doing. Even driving Uber is way better than just sitting there researching stuff all the time. And that's one of the biggest issues nowadays is we have access to information, at our fingertips at any given time. So if you want to Google something or read something or even watch this YouTube video, you have the ability to do that. So it's good, but it's also can be an issue for a lot of people because there really is this thing called information overload that we learned about in our infotech class, where people get addicted to just learning about new stuff. And they're just constantly, on their phones, like, oh, Google this, YouTube that, and it just leads one thing to another to another. And then they get like wired out because they just have learned too much and they're not actually doing anything. They're just learning. So my advice on that is just please, please, please start taking action. And if you're not going to take action, stop watching my videos. I mean, I love having viewers and I love having subscribers, but this channel is meant for people who want to better themselves through this online business. I agree that you can sit back and learn about it and at least figure out what you're getting yourself into before you start. But that shouldn't take months. That should take days. That should take one day of research. And then you can just list a few items for free on eBay, up to 50 listings for free. So as Luxury Card Store says, Nike, just do it. I do agree with that quote. I don't want to say that, but yes, for sure. Just do it. Like, just start. It's the same with me. I've never, and it's hard to admit this, but I've never been like great at anything because my ego doesn't want to admit that. I was a really, I was a good cross country runner for like a year and a half, but I only did it for 2 seasons because I got hurt and I gave up and I never became great. I was getting offered college scholarships, or at least interest letters. I don't think anyone really gave full college scholarships for cross country runners unless it was like a top school. But I was getting interest letters and I just kind of gave up and I just stopped doing it once I got hurt. I got complacent. I didn't do the rehab or anything like that. So I've never been like great at something. But I've always been good at a lot of things and I've always dabbled in a lot of things. But the problem is I just stopped doing it. I just stopped. I don't know where I was trying to get with that, but you get the point. Like, you just have to do it every single day. You have to take action. You have to progress yourself every single day. So that's kind of where I was getting at that. And like I said, you're never going to be great at anything unless you just are constantly taking action and constantly doing it. You can be good at a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at with that whole point. And I was reading some other stuff. And I just got kind of sidetracked, but that happens in all my lives, as you guys are aware. But if you're not taking action, seriously, stop watching these videos and go find another business model that you're going to like and you're going to take action on. But I do appreciate you being here. That's for sure. What do you think is more important, scaling or selling products? I see so many big sellers with piss poor sell-through rates whom barely overheads and think, what's the point? Okay, so I do agree with that. You definitely need to find some good items when you're starting off. I also recommend that you start off manually and you keep your cost as low as possible while you're learning the business model. If you don't do that, you're likely to get hurt, and you're likely to not hurt, but, well, depends on your definition of hurt. So if losing a few $100s is being hurt, then yeah, you're going to get hurt. You're not going to lose thousands and thousands of dollars in this business. I've only met one person who's done that, and Anthony and I were trying to talk to them for months, telling them to stop their store and move on to another business or just get out of drop shipping. So I've never met anybody who's lost thousands and thousands of dollars except for that one person. And they even had the advice to stop, and they kept going and they kept going. But anyway, I do think it's very important when you first start, go manual, learn how to do the business. You're not going to get hurt. You're going to make money. You're going to profit, because if you have no expenses and you're making a sale and you don't have, like I said, you don't have any expenses, you make a sale and it's a profitable sale, you made money. So therefore, it's a good way to start eBay dropshipping. Gary Wise says, "Oh, come on, dude. Watching videos and doing nothing is great." Yeah, if it's an entertainment channel, but hopefully I'm not an entertainment channel. That's what I'm getting at. Well, I like to think I'm pretty entertaining on the side too, but I definitely want to make sure you guys are taking what I'm saying and actually not doing everything I say, right? But pick out the stuff that makes sense to you to do and put into your business. So Ninja Hyper, if you were given an eBay store with unlimited listings, how long would it take you to make 5K a month with Sale Freaks? Unlimited listings. The question is, will eBay give me the MCO11? Because if they won't, and I can just list a bunch of products right away, and I get 30 days of not being flagged before I'm flagged, I mean, hypothetically, dude, the amount of money you can make with an unflagged store, if you could just list as many items as you wanted to for the first 30 days, would be like enough to pay for for it to be worth it for the whole year. If you could just literally put up 20,000 products the first day and go from there. I mean, yeah, but $5,000 with a flagged account, yeah, I mean, I could still do it with unlimited listings, but the thing is you're not going to be able to get away with that because eBay is, if it's a new account, eBay is going to shut you down. They're going to give you the MCO on one. What's up, Rake Profit? Rake Profit's the man from RakeInProfit.com. I'm going on his channel tomorrow. You guys should watch that. I hope I'm still live for that channel, or I hope I'm still scheduled for that. I recently got into a little tiff on Rake Profit's Instagram with one of his followers, and I know Rake wasn't pleased with me, so I'm sorry about that, and I hope that didn't cause the live to get canceled. But we'll see tomorrow. Anyway, Dropshipping Kings, aka Andrew Croft, aka the UK Dropshipping King, is about to get on the channel. I gave him a link. I am waiting for him to come on. AB Dragons is here. What's up, AB Dragons? Go check out his channel. He has a legit business. He buys bugs and raises bugs, and for feeding animals, lizards, all of that. And he records it on his YouTube channel. So thank you, AB Dragons, for coming out. Andrew Feely says, how do you sell items that don't ship to California on Amazon? I can't exclude them from the shipping table. So unfortunately, those have to be canceled. So that's just part of the business. And the same thing happens to me. How do you sell items that don't ship to California? Okay, yeah. So the same thing. I mean, it happens on eBay. It happens on Amazon. You can't do it. You just gotta have the person cancel the order. So go through your normal cancellation script. And yes, Dropshipping Kings, we should do this. Hop on whenever you're ready. I've been waiting for you to save me from this live. I only had one point to make, and that point was in the title. It was retail dropshipping today is easier than it will be tomorrow. And I'm not sure if I used the then correctly. It could have been then. It could have been then. I don't know. I tried looking it up on a table. I never made good grades in my English classes. So if anybody has an opinion or a fact about whether that should be a then or a then in the title, I would appreciate that. But yeah, there's also, guys, a free course in the description below. It's a free virtual assistant course if you want to sign up for that. All right, good. So these people, they're saying then. All right, I'm spot on with it. Should we send hate to the one guy hating? Yes, I always appreciate when people take my side, but at the same time, let's try to stay positive, guys. Let me just do the anti-trolling when people hate on me. What's up, Christopher Oreo? You're the man, always giving me free money, free shout outs. Appreciate it. All right, so we have the UK dropshipping god, aka Dropshipping Kings, aka Andrew Croft, aka the dropship sniper in the videos. Any more AKAs that you go by? Any nicknames when you were a kid?
Andy.
Andy. All right,
That's
we got Andy.
You covered them all.
All right, awesome. So, yeah, what's up, man? How you been?
All good. All is
what time?
good. Yeah.
What time is it over there in the UK?
It is 1:18 a.m.
That's
man.
wild.
But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure which video to look at, the Google Hangouts or the YouTube. There's a slight delay.
I mean, just watch the. We'll just do the hangout and then
Yeah,
we'll answer questions in the chat. One person though said, "What do you think about playability?" And it's actually called payability, and it's for Amazon dropshipping. Not sure if you guys have anything like that in the UK, but I don't use payability because they take a 2% fee. You can work them down to like a 1.5% fee or a 1% fee once you do enough volume. But with Amazon dropshipping, I mean, I would rather just have that extra 2% because I do, I'm trying to do $350,000 to $400,000 a month in sales this month. So as you can tell, that would definitely eat into my profits. And I have enough with my Plum card and my American Express Gold card and all my other credit cards and cash where I can manage that much sales myself. So now let's get into it, Andrew. So Andrew has a channel. It's called the Dropshipping Kings. What software do you use to run your eBay business?
So currently, I'm just using SaleFreaks.
Gotcha. Have you tried like a manual store in the UK?
Well, originally when I started dropshipping, that was in May. I was doing it from Nicaragua, and I was just doing fully manual sniping, all manual. And then, so no stock tracker. And then after 5 weeks, I started using DS Genie. And so doing that for a few months. And then basically October, I got throttled, blah, blah, blah. Started 2 new accounts, sniping on both, but kind of not doing either of them as well as I could because I was kind of dabbling into. And also, I actually had 4 accounts at that time, 2 that got throttled. And starting two new ones, so that was all a mess. And then basically, so we actually started talking around that time, and so I basically had 2 new stores, one with a 100 item limit, one with a 1,000 item limit. And at that time, you were promoting this new SaleFreaks mentorship, so I thought, cool, why not jump on that, you know? So,
what did you think of the mentorship? And you can be honest.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, the WhatsApp group is quite chaotic. Well, basically, when I had Nathaniel mentoring me, that was like just way more personal, and that was excellent.
He had way less people than we did. I mean,
there were like 5 of us. Yeah,
and we're dealing. I mean, it's mainly Anthony right now dealing with like 60 plus people. So I understand that. That doesn't offend me at all because it's definitely
exactly. Yeah. So like I had these 2 accounts, sniping on one of them, SaleFreaks on the other one, and not giving either of them my fullest. And then the sniping one got throttled. So, all right. So I was like, fuck's sake. Then I thought, all right, you know what? I'll take that as an opportunity to put my time elsewhere, go full speed with SaleFreaks. And so, that's what I've been doing for the last 2 months. And it's
nice. And how's it?
Today, actually, I broke a...
I think you broke up there. It's either my internet or yours. I can't tell if you're there anymore. Well, I hope it's not mine because then the stream would be cut off, I think. But guys, am I still live or is it Andrew? I'm waiting to hear whether I'm still live or not. Stream works. All right. You're good. You're still there. Yes, you are. Nope. Okay. Tyler, you're live. All right. It was Andrew. Andrew left. He was just talking about how, Marielle's here. What's up, Marielle? Marielle's one of my virtual assistants on eBay. But yeah, so he was just talking Brexit. That's hilarious. That's very clever. All right. Anyway, he was talking about how he had one of his record days on on SaleFreaks for eBay. And one thing I want to tell you guys is that dropshipping in the UK appears to be easier for people than dropshipping in the US currently. I'm not sure if it's anything to do with competition or the way eBay is throttling people or whatever. But if you're in eBay UK, drop shipping there, you're in a lot better of a position than somebody who's in the US. But what's up, Andrew? He's back. I thought it was
Yeah,
me.
sorry. My internet's kind of fucked. It's even worse than the Nicaraguan internet, which is saying something.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were saying that you just had a record day on Sale Freaks?
Oh, yeah. I sold over £2,000 for the first time in a day, for the first time ever.
£2,000.
Yeah.
So you sold a ton.
Nice. Quite pleased about that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Good old Sale Freaks.
I guess how many items do you have?
So in my store, my sell limit is now 87,000. And so kind of, with the Anchor store, well, basically I've got 25,000 items now. Not that they're all quality, because obviously with the Anchor store in England, in the UK, you don't have to pay per listing. So that's different than the US, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just telling people that if they're in the sorry, I had to move my camera there. So I was just telling people that while you were out, that people have to remember that you're in the UK and your numbers are going to be better because you have less overhead. I did this analysis with Nathaniel before, and it's ridiculous how low of profits you guys can have and still be profitable compared to someone in the US, because we're paying 5 cents per listing after 10,000, whereas y'all are just paying $500 or pounds or whatever.
Yeah. So the cheapest you get, is it 5 cents per listing?
Well, so for the first 10,000, it's, if you buy the year plan, it's really 3 cents a listing because it's $300. But after that, yes, it's 500. I mean, it's 5 cents a listing after that.
Right.
So, yeah, to have 20,000 items, you're essentially paying $800 a month. I mean, that's whereas you're paying 500 and there's less competition.
Yeah. And like, so with unlimited listings and the fact that Sale Freaks, it auto lists. So, it would take me the same amount of time to list 5 items or 5,000. Just click a couple buttons and that's it. And so with this Anchor store, because it's free, I can just list thousands, like come back a few days later, the ones with no views, delete, list again, give them another chance to go up like that. Ones that aren't getting any traction, no views, no orders, delete, list again like that. So it's cool. I'm starting to get the hang of it, and it's good.
That's the way to do it for sure. So have you?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people in the US are struggling to even break even. If you're good at drop shipping, it shouldn't be a problem. But there's a lot of people who are just average and get into it and they don't put the work in and they just lose money. Have you met many people in the UK, or is the UK pretty much you just list a bunch of items and you'll probably be good to go as long as you're not a complete moron? I mean, how is it working over there?
Yeah, like when people know what they're doing, they do fine, they do well. And like I've done a bit of coaching since I started the YouTube channel. Like people have kind of contacted me and had like a few one-on-ones, and I find that the people who aren't doing well, it's because they're basically dabbling in different strategies.
Oh no, we lost Andrew again. That UK internet. All right, so all right.
Oh.
You went out again. But you were saying people dabbling in different strategies.
I found that when people aren't making consistent results, it's because they're dabbling in different strategies, trying a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of sniping, a bit of optimization, maybe then go on to auto DS, maybe then do some of this, maybe then just think I'm going to sell this category because it's Christmas time or something like that. Rather than, so the way I did it, basically I met Mark, he did this, and so I did exactly that and got results fast. And so that's why the mentorship, the Sale Freaks mentorship is great, because I literally, with Nathaniel, he was my mentor. So he was like, do this. And then, so I did exactly that. And then like, if I ever got ideas, I'd be like, no, because my ideas, like, let's say I'm not making money. That's basically my best ideas have got me that far. So fuck those ideas. Someone's ideas who are actually making great results, I'll take those ideas, put them in my mind and do that.
It's crazy, man. You really don't have to think too hard. You just have to copy what other people are doing that
Pretty
nobody
much,
else
yeah,
knows.
and obviously be smart and yeah,
There
be
are things
strategic.
though, once you're experienced and once you're making money and you're able to like experiment a little bit, I mean, it's fine for sure. But again, there is a blueprint that you can pretty much follow from the
Yeah,
people who are successful before you. And if you just follow their blueprint and do exactly what they're doing, I mean, you'll probably
yeah,
have similar results. But
exactly.
people aren't patient enough. They're like, oh well, he's making 5,000 pounds a month. I want to make that, and they only make 100 pounds their first month, and they don't realize that that person's been doing it for 2 years. Whereas,
Mm.
like, so I guess yeah, I mean, you can follow their blueprint, but you have to be patient with it too. At the
Yes,
same time,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
but
And also with it's interesting as well because I'm coaching some people with sale freaks actually in the UK, and so the strategy with that change is completely different. It might be different in the US because the strategy will be different anyway, largely because of the anchor store difference, free listings versus not free listings. And so with Selfrix, the strategy changes as we grow our store, largely due to the seller limit and not on the anchor store yet, being a bit more sparing with the listings.
mhm. But once you
Deep
get to that
analytics to
anchor,
start with.
store, though, it's kind of like just
Yeah,
scale.
yeah,
But
yeah.
until that point, you're a little more careful with what you list, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I had a tricky, kind of a rough January. I got quite a few restrictions. In January, I got two 30-day restrictions. Before that, at least one 7-day restriction. Kind of got them off, just calling up, using my charm. And yeah, for either listing things I shouldn't have, such as a lockpick device or a sword at one point. I don't know. I think it was a toy sword, I think, but
Yeah, you can't even carry a knife to cut a cake in the UK, can you?
yeah. Also, that was it. I'd not got another restriction for a list for a 15-piece multi toolkit. And there's a knife in that apparently. So fuck, 30-day restriction. There was a whole 10-day period where every other day I woke up to a message from my VA saying another restriction. I was like, fuck's sake.
That
She was probably
sucks.
thinking with this guy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Someone asked Tyler, would you consider selling in the UK? I would consider selling in the UK, but partnering with somebody. And that's what I've told Nathaniel a lot too when I
Mm.
talk to him. Because he asked the same thing, like, why don't you sell in the UK? I would rather partner with somebody there and then work out like a profit split and just run the account fully for them in terms of managing the items and actually generating the sales. And they handle the VAT and the customer service part of the business. And like, I just
Yeah.
handle listing items and deleting items and moving around margins because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at generating a lot of sales. So I could add that value to somebody in the UK as long as we had some sort of agreement where they do the rest of it. They make sure the account's set up well. They make sure the customer service runs well, and I just make sure the sales happen.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would
I'm
be a good
interested.
setup for me.
We can talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool for sure. And there
Yeah.
are people now even that I'm working with on eBay to help them with their accounts. Just because I think honestly for me it's good diversification to help people and get paid for it if they want me to. You know what I mean? Like not just rely on my own stuff anymore. It
Yeah.
always helps. But even going to another market and doing that completely would be pretty cool for sure.
Yeah. I've been thinking a bit as well to start drop shipping in the US. Like always, whenever I thought about it, I would think like, well, where the hell would I even begin? Like all the tax stuff is so different, kind of thing. But so I'm going to Nicaragua in a month. So I'm going to be in Mark's dropship house, which would be interesting, and to say the least. And so there, I'll be around a load of US dropshippers. So that could be without a doubt a way to just start doing it in making it so much simpler. If
Yeah.
there's people doing it already, it can be so simple that way. And it will be so I've got a few VAs in the Philippines, and so in Nicaragua there's you can basically hire Nicaraguans for the same price or even less. And we're all going to be at a co-working space, so I can actually have my VAs literally right next to me. And so that would be kind of next level in that sense.
That will be cool because I've been to Mark's house and I've seen his setup.
Yeah.
I'm shocked I didn't get invited to Dropshipping House.
You told me that you were. You said you were invited.
No, I was probably joking if I said
Uh,
no, man. You think Mark would invite me at this point?
you said he. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't go. If I was invited or able to go, I probably wouldn't go. I want to do my own. I want to do my own drop shipping type of house. Not call it drop shipping house, but I want to rent a mansion and do it and actually like be on like the lake here. There's there's like this nice lake with like a bunch of multi-million-dollar homes. I want to rent one of those for 2 weeks and invite people to come and like have like Matt and I do it and like maybe a few other like big time dropshippers be there for the full 2 weeks, and then people can just kind of come in and out as they want. But yours is like a way bigger commitment, what you're doing.
Yeah. I love Nicaragua. So the last 2 years I've been there for 15 months in total. Yeah, I love the place. Really
Wait, in the last how long? In the last 2 years?
I've been there. I was there for 15 months in total.
Oh, in a row?
So last year, 2018, for 6 months. The year before that was 9 months.
Gotcha.
And that 9 months, the final week, I met Mark and found out about dropshipping.
Yeah, honestly, I was really disappointed when I found out what I did about Mark in like terms of what his past and like all that, because when I was there, I had such a good time with him, and I never got like a sketchy vibe from him when I was there. But then like all of a sudden he decided to attack Matt and I, and it kind of sucked because I really enjoyed Nicaragua and I wanted to go back. And then once he did that, I was like, what is this angle? Why is he doing this? And
it was quite out of the blue, wasn't it?
It was completely out of the blue. And it was because of and I guess I can see it from a business standpoint where he was trying to promote Amanda's course, Amanda Kaufman's Amazon dropshipping course, and then he was trying to like start his own do it yourself or do it for you Amazon business. And so I guess having Matt and I as, the other big time people that were doing Amazon at the time, he already had beef with Anoush, so he didn't need to do that anymore. Or he didn't need to like step in his territory and talk shit about him because he was already doing that. But it was weird. I think it was just from a pure business standpoint. He just decided in his head, Matt's making a course. I'm not going to promote it. I'm going to promote Amanda's, and I'm going to make money with my Amazon stuff. So I guess he kind of viewed us as like a rival, which was weird to me because I always thought we were working so well together. But it was interesting. And like, honestly, like I did have such a good time. It just sucks. San Juan del Sur, such a cool spot. But anyway.
Like so you were at Mark's house in like March, wasn't it? Or even earlier, February.
January. Oh, so it was a little over a year ago. I went towards.
So in between that time and a couple months ago, were you like chatting kind of thing, quite friendly?
Oh yeah. Mark was actually supposed to help me launch my the automated dropshipping blueprint course. Yeah. And the reason I launched it when I did is because he said he was going to send out an email blast, and have me on his channel and all of that. And he ended up not doing that, which was fine. I mean, it was cool because we probably share a lot of the same subscribers and stuff. So at that point, it was probably better for me to get the full amount rather than give him 50% commission on everything. But it would have been cool too to have him like, back it and blast it out to all the people, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was going to help me launch that. Then he was going to help Matt launch Matt's course. He was also going to help Matt was also going to help Mark launch some Amazon dropshipping software that Mark used to talk about and like never did anything on. And Matt and Mark, they had like a signed contract for that, and there's like this big feud now between them two. Or maybe Matt's not as worried about it as I think he should be, but anyway, just because there's money involved. But yeah, everything just went south after Matt said he was launching his course, or I guess the delays kept happening and all that. But up until that point, I was like telling Mark I was going to come back to Nicaragua, and Mark was like, "Yeah, dude, do it. Just fly down here, whatever." And we were friendly until randomly one day he literally just decided to message Matt and I out of the blue. And he sent us this long message that was like 3 paragraphs long, or maybe even longer. And it was just like, I don't like the way you guys are operating. And, you know, I think I don't like internet marketers, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, dude, who's an internet marketer? Matt and I have no internet marketing experience at all. And all I do is just try to document as much as I can with my YouTube channel. I do send out emails and stuff every once in a while to people, but I don't really consider myself an internet marketer, right? I consider Mark more of an internet marketer than myself, or other people that he actually works with and, you know, runs in the same circle as. I consider those people more internet marketers. So it was weird to me to have him just come out of the blue and say that. And I've never opened up about this, but I was like, at the time, I literally said to Mark, I said back to him, I was like, hey, man, I don't understand it. Oh, and he said he was blocking us from all the Facebook groups. So he took us out of all of his Facebook groups. He blocked us on all social media, so we couldn't contact him. And I sent him a message, and I said, like right before he blocked me on Facebook, I sent him a message, and I was like, hey, man, I just want to like say I don't really understand what's going on. Is it because of Matt's course, or is it something I did? I always, you know, will look back on my time in Nicaragua, and like I appreciate you being, you know, a great host while I was down there. You know, trying to keep things civil and just trying to get to the bottom of like what exactly was going on with it and like why he wanted to do that. And he never messaged me back. And like he's never talked to me since then, except through just talking crap on his YouTube videos and maybe like leaving troll comments every once in a while. So like I never got to the bottom of what actually was the issue that caused that, because we were friendly before that. So and
then all of a sudden
he just out of the blue messaged us. So it was crazy, but yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah, I don't know either about that, to be honest. I haven't spoken to him about that.
I'm sure he'll say, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I would never go back and just like have the intention to visit Mark, because I mean, it was very strange to me how it just happened out of the blue and seemed very what's the word that I'm trying to, like, sporadic. Like he seems like very sporadic now to me, and very like you don't really know what he's going to do type of thing. Just because of that, like I kind of like feel like I lost a little bit of trust with him. I mean, obviously he's never done anything like that to you, so I understand completely why. And he's giving you a great opportunity to be in a dropshipping house. Like if this whole thing, if this whole thing had never happened with Mark and I, honestly, I'd probably be down there and I'd probably be wanting to participate in that as well. But because of that, it's just, like I said, he seems very sporadic in his decision making and very just like out there from my point of view. So at that point, I just want to kind of stay away, because I don't really know what he's capable of doing. Whatever. But yeah, so that's like but again, he's never done that to you. So I see your point of view and I see why you want to be in that dropshipping house, because it is a great community for sure that he's probably going to make.
But, like I love Nicaragua. I know it well. I know a lot of people there, and I wanted to go anyway. So might make sense to do the dropshipping house for sure. You know, it'll be great. You know, it'll be really cool.
Is he doing it in Managua or
in Managua? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I would have rather seen him do it in San Juan del Sur, because obviously that'd be way more fun for you guys. If he was going to film it like a reality TV show, I mean, you can't just sit there and watch people work on dropshipping all day and it'd be entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to do.
I imagine we'll be going on trips, kind of thing. Maybe he'll send a camera crew. I don't know. Who knows? It would be cool. I'll definitely be filming it for my channel.
For sure.
Might as well show what life could be like if you're dropshipping.
Yeah, for sure. So we got some comments in here, and again, I was not trying to call Mark out for anything. I was literally, I mean, if you felt that way, I was just telling my story, Andrew, by the way.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel that way. Yeah, you just sharing your side.
And I don't have anything against like Mark that I can really say in the chat other than what I said. Like I just I don't trust him at this point, and it's because of what happened. All right, so we got some comments. I believe the word you're looking for is unstable. He's mentally unstable. LOL. Marcus Shady. Hello, Andrew. UK SF user here. How do you avoid being flashed up as a dropshipper? I think flagged is what he's saying as a dropshipper. Do you have a daily limit on how much you can list before your account is flagged? Talk, addles or something, whatever he said. Anyway.
Yeah, so that was two questions.
What's your opinion on flagging in the UK?
So the second question was, we can do a quick answer, which is how many can you list? Obviously, I was thinking that, especially as I use Sell Freaks, I kind of list, I think last night or the night before, I listed 4,000 in a day. And this seems fine, you know. If I listed 10,000, I'd be like, shit, you know. But I thought that, you know, when I listed 200 in a day, when I first did it. So in terms of the answer to that, I don't know. We'll find out. Seems fine so far. Seems fine so far. And in terms of being flagged as a dropshipper, so really about being throttled, where the visibility of your listings is drastically reduced. So I guess avoid it in the same way as the US. So there's particular softwares that you connect, and then you're automatically throttled. I don't like to name names, but fuck it. You know, Hustle Got Real is the biggest one in the UK. That seems to be the biggest culprit.
Oh, so they get flagged. They get flagged hard for
yeah.
That's the thing people don't realize. Every single software, like the software, doesn't matter as much in terms of flagging as it does capability. Like you should be looking at what software is probably the best, but in my opinion, I think all US softwares gets you flagged. But you think it like hurts worse in the UK for one particular one?
Well, I can't say it's worse for that, but that's just the most commonly used one, I would say, Hustle Got Real. And I've had 3 accounts been confirmed throttled. First, because I noticed that everything had gone down, and then it was confirmed by eBay reps, and I'd used Hustle Got Real in all of those. My original one that was throttled in October, so it was throttled. Spoke to eBay reps. They said it's because of the item location policy, and I assumed. Well, I had connected Hustle Got Real maybe like 10 days ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Also, TrackerBot at the same time. I assumed it must have been TrackerBot because of the item location policy uploading the tracking. So I was like, fuck it, I'm never using TrackerBot again. Started 2 new accounts. Hustle Got Real, got flagged again, throttled again. Then I was like, okay, I guess it clearly wasn't TrackerBot. So like, what the fuck do I do now? kind of thing. But so Sell Freaks as well. I use Sell Freaks. Sell Freaks does it too. However, the strategy is very different because you can bulk list. And so you can go past that. And I've gone past it, and you got throttled, didn't you? And you do great. You know, Nathaniel, who was training me, he got throttled, so he was doing great. So because and so like with Hustle Got Real and things you're doing manually, if you're listing manually, it's like you've got to list 20 times the amount, and that's 20 times the work. So fuck that. Start a new store, I think. But with Sell Freaks, you know, you press the button, list 5 items, press a button, list 5,000 or 500. You like that, so it's cool.
It is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with the UK Anchor store, unlimited listings. You could just whack a load up, check 5 days later. Okay, with the ones that didn't get views, delete them, whack a load up, boof, boof, like that.
Yeah. And one thing I will say about the Sale Freak software is the fact they're probably the most innovative and they make the most changes.
They do. Yeah. They stay up to date. They've got a very good team. Yeah.
Yeah. And if like one software happens to get ahead of them in something, like I believe like AutoDS just added Quidco or something to their, like, you know, the Cashback website.
Yeah, I know Quidco. I use Quidco a little bit.
Yeah. So AutoDS just added that, but Sale Freaks is adding that too. So it's like even if a software gets a little bit ahead, Sale Freaks is just going to catch up because they have like 40 something people working on Sale Freaks. It's actually like a legit office and like in Israel, and you know it's like an actual company, not just a couple programmers trying to make a software.
But
yeah, it is cool. I don't have a link in the description for that, but you guys should check that out anyway. Ask for if you're in the US, ask for Anthony and I's mentoring program. If you're in the UK, do you have a mentoring program yet? Or you just side?
I don't have an official mentorship program. No, I
You
don't.
should get one. You should get one for the UK for sure.
Yeah.
Because you learn a lot, and you'll be helping people, even if you just start with a few people. You know,
Yeah.
it is a pain sometimes because you get some people that are very needy, and usually the very needy ones are the people that are just going to drop out and quit anyway.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah. Yeah.
who are like self-sufficient and they figure it out on their own or just follow what you tell them
Yeah.
instead of questioning what you tell them.
Yeah.
Because as you
So I've
mentioned,
actually got 7 people I'm coaching, and started them all at the same time 4 weeks ago, and we're doing like an 8-week thing together. And it just kind of happened all of a sudden. I wasn't even planning to do that. It just kind of happened. I was gonna have like 3, and then ended like up at 7, and then so then it made sense to make a Facebook group for everybody. So we've got a Facebook group together, and so I've done like a lot of one-on-ones with people, and so people are like obviously asking questions, and the recurring questions are coming up. So there's in the Facebook group, you can do a bit like a little category called units, and you can basically add like essentially course material.
I've seen that in Ty's channel. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's our Ty's Facebook group. That's pretty.
yeah. So basically, gradually turning that into a little course. I've got quite a few videos. It's
That's
quite
very
cool.
that's very cool. When I make my
Yeah,
eBay dropshipping course 100% free, I'll definitely have to start a Facebook group and do it
yeah.
that way. Which I think eventually I'm going to do that. Just make it 100%
Mm.
free. Um, I don't know. What's your opinion on this? I want to get some people's opinions and start talking about this. How upset would you be because you're somebody that purchased the course? How upset
Yeah.
would you be if next month I said, "All right, guys, the automated dropshipping blueprint's 100% free for everybody." Like, what would your opinion on that be?
Since I paid for it,
Yeah, since you paid for it.
I'd be like, well, that's a good question. If I had paid like $500 for it, I'd be like, what the fuck? But I got it like in the first few days actually. Yeah, you had a video promoting it, and so I got it for a good deal. I got it for I think like less than $90,
Yeah, I mean,
something like that.
I've varied the price. So if the people that were in my mentorship group,
Yeah,
they got it for 27. I did a bunch of lives where I sold it for 47. I did some more lives where I sold it for 57. I've sold it for 97 a lot, and then I also sold it for 147 at a decent amount. So yeah, it's very interesting, like the different price points I've sold it at. Because obviously the
yeah,
people that got it for 27 or 47, a few months ago, they probably wouldn't care as much as somebody who paid 147 and then, but my whole thing is I was thinking this. Okay, I was thinking, what if, and people in the chat, please give me some feedback too. I was thinking this. So what if I made the course completely free, but you had to pay a monthly basis to be in you had to pay on a monthly basis to be in a Facebook group with all the people who bought the course
yeah.
before, but all the people that bought the course before got the Facebook group for life. And anytime they ask questions, we guarantee that those questions are answered, right? So like you're grandfathered into basically a mastermind, right? And I want to talk more about manual dropshipping in that support group and all of that. So yeah, you're basically grandfathered into a mastermind if you bought the course before. And if you get it for free now, you don't get a Facebook group or any support with it, but you can pay to be in that group if you wanted to. I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts. That's how I would kind of make it fair for people. But it's interesting. Did we lose Andrew again? We did. He moved around. But anyway, wouldn't eBay throttle your account with Sale Freaks? Yes, they do throttle your account with Sale Freaks. They throttle your account with every software. So if you want to build a big store that's automated, you're going to have to just deal with the flagging. Otherwise, you're just going to go manual, and that's fine. But you need to be able to build a VA team, and you need to be able to find a way to do the product research, list the items and all of that yourself, which is fine. I mean, it's easy to do, but yeah. How much would the Facebook group be monthly? I was thinking like $20, like 10, 15, $20 for the Facebook mastermind group, depending on how much interest there was. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then have the course completely for free, or maybe like have the course for like $10 or $20, something like cheap, just so it's not completely free and like completely oversaturated. But anyway, yeah, that's where my head was at. You guys can give your opinion on that if you want to. And if you really feel like angry, you bought the course and you just would be mad if anybody else got it for free. I mean, really just let me know that, because I need everybody's opinion, and that way I can make the best decision possible when figuring out what I'm going to do with this. So Dylan says, what are you doing now after dropshipping? I'm still dropshipping. I mean, there's no, I'm still in dropshipping on eBay and on Amazon. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess it's just people think because I got banned, they think I'm out of eBay and stuff. No, that's not the case. There's ways that you can still be in eBay dropshipping even if your main account is banned. So yeah, and Amazon, I mean, Amazon just crushes for me on a daily basis. So I want to talk about that. Wow, nope, just kidding. Luxury Card Store, you got the course for free. You won that raffle, remember? But anyway, I've been toying with the idea of having a mirror eBay account to avoid throttling. What do you think of that? Not sure what you mean. Maybe like one where you list the items and then take your sellers and move them to one that's manual. Could work.
So you know the DS lovers?
Yeah, yes,
So my friend Sam and Ellis, so they got throttled in October, same time as me, 3 weeks after using Hustle Got Real. Sorry, Hustle Got Real. just by the way. And so I confirmed with him yesterday. So basically they got throttled, started a brand new account in October as well. And they remain unthrottled. So what, October, how long is that? 4 months? 4 months later, they're still unthrottled. They haven't connected a single software to it.
Wait, what? Oh, the DS lovers?
Yeah. Sam and Ellis, dropshipping, the dropshipping duo.
Nice.
Yeah, so 4 months later, they're not throttled. They haven't connected any software. I asked them, are you uploading tracking? They said yes, but only the ones where they have the listing location at something they definitely know it's the right one. I don't know about the location policy. I don't even know if that's a real thing or important kind of thing.
No, I think it's similar to what eBay was telling me when I was banned, where they were just telling me a bunch of different things. I think that's kind of similar to your situation, because they don't want to admit. They don't want to admit, oh yeah, it's because of the API, because then at that point, it'll like literally everyone will know how to get around. And the reason people still think it's like this crazy theory that it's just the API and nothing else is because eBay has told people on calls, like there's people that have recorded YouTube videos of eBay calls, and eBay reps are telling them, oh yeah, it's because of this or because of that, and nothing to do with the API or the software. And it's like, just because an eBay rep tells you this does not mean it's true. eBay reps lie all of the time.
They lie and they don't even know a lot of the time, and
they're trained. I think they're trained to lie, honestly.
Yeah. Like, I've still got this. I told you about it a while ago. Like, I've got so I was originally throttled. I was told it will 100% go back to normal in 60 days. 75 days later, I rang up, was like, okay, how is it going? I want to start listing again, but I'm not going to waste my time if it's still throttled. Blah, 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 blah. Our 40-minute conversation in total. I filmed it all. Got through to 5 people. And I'm still thinking, like, do I want to upload it kind of thing? Like, I'm quite pissed off on it a lot of times. And like, because, you know, like the third or the fourth woman I got through to, it just kept going up like that. Fourth one, in the same conversation with her for like 25 minutes. There were times when she was like, no, you're not, your visibility is fine, completely normal. A couple minutes later, yes, it has been lowered. Yeah, and it's low. Yes, the state is down. A couple minutes later, no, it's normal. It's normal. A couple minutes later, it's lower. It's low. And I'm like, and then I was like, hang on. 5 minutes ago, you said this. You keep saying this. I was like, what's going on? And she was like, I was like,
yeah, exactly, because they don't want to exactly, because they don't want to
Yeah.
because they don't want to admit it to you. It's ridiculous. But now
Yeah.
some US reps have started admitting at least that they're flagged and it's because of the drop shipping and whatever. But I think all of them admit that at this point. They just don't admit the reasons for it in the US is what it is. But
Right.
anyway, guys, coming up on the hour mark here. I left Andrew's channel in the chat and I have it in the comment section. I'm going to pin that for you guys. There is a link to a free virtual assistant course I'm giving away, but definitely if you're in the UK, you want to make sure that you check out Andrew's channel.
Definitely, yeah. Especially like in the future, I'm going to be doing lots of videos from Nicaragua. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. You're going to like it. Nice and colorful locations. I want to pimp up the locations rather than being in this London house. You know what I mean?
Hopefully Mark will let you do some lives with me while you're down there.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
I'm just kidding.
I'm my own man. I'm my own dropshipping king.
I'm just kidding.
I know, it's all good. It's all good.
Anyway, man, appreciate you coming on.
For sure, it's fun.
Staying neutral in the eBay dropshipping community.
I'm not interested in drama.
Exactly. Neither am I. But I just had to explain my story because I've never explained it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was interesting, yeah.
For sure. But anyway, guys, if you guys don't mind, hit that like button before. And even if you don't like me and you like Andrew, like just hit the like button for Andrew because now that his link's in the description, you know, he's going to get more views. If you hit the like button for him. Right, Andrew?
Exactly. Yeah.
So we got 3 dislikes, which is pretty good. I get a lot of dislikes now. So
one of them was actually me, so sorry about that.
Did you actually do that? Oh, you.
Nah, but I might.
That's funny. All right, guys. Well, dude, here's the thing too. Last thing I'll say before we end this. Whenever I ask people to hit the like button, there's always those. Oh wait, that must have been you because they went 4 and 3. But I was always gonna say there's always those jokesters that click the dislike button just to get under my skin. But
what about now?
Oh no, it's back to 4, Andrew.
That was me. Sorry. All right, should be okay.
5. Dang it. All right. Anyway, before we get too many, I got to get out of here.
It's getting crazy.
I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming. Bye.